I was 26 years old when I got this letter. This was given to me the night before we moved from Missouri to Florida. I was going to become the youth pastor of a church. It's written from my dad. And it's his heart just as a father to a son, and speaks truth into who I am and is an encouragement. And I think most importantly, it affirms that I have what it takes to do the job. He says if you rely upon the Lord, that you're going to be great at this job, that you are capable, you are gifted. And I love this letter from my dad. Well, hey, my name's Chase. I'm one of the associate pastors at the Fallbrook campus. And as we celebrate Mother's Day on Sunday, I want to give a shout out to the moms out there. To my mom, thanks for being that source of encouragement, of hope, of comfort. And I love our times and phone calls together. To my wife, Chelsea, with 4 kiddos, thanks for the biggest cheerleader, supporter, the joy, and just the comfort that you bring to our family. Our children adore you, and I love you. Thank you. And to all the moms out there, thanks for everything that you do. Well, this week we're hitting the joy of parenting, and when I read that, I struggled, because I don't know if you could relate to me, but sometimes I'm not doing the best job as a parent. There's times where I wish I could be doing better. I'm so quick to anger when I should be slow, and I don't represent Jesus with the grace and kindness that he showed me. And as I was preparing for this, wrestling with that inner dilemma, I was just reminded that we're still a work in progress, that we're not finished yet, we're under construction. And then I came across this verse that was so good for me, and maybe that will be you today. It's in 1 Peter 4:8. It says that love, it covers a multitude of sins. You see, my kids, they know that I love them. But sometimes in my quest of under construction, the ugliness of Chase will come up instead of Jesus. But my kids, knowing that I love them, that I care for them deeply, it's going to cover those shortcomings. I'm going to trust what Peter says there, that love is going to win. We got the topics for this joy of parenting, and one of them was on growth. And I instantly jumped at that because it reminded me of this book. It's called You Have What It Takes by John Eldredge. It was a book that JD gave me shortly after he came to Fallbrook to be our campus pastor, when he realized I had 4 kiddos. And he said, take this book, it will make you a better dad. And it's a quick read, and I think it's done just that. Why? Because I don't know if you're like me, but 3 John 1:4, it says, I have no greater joy than to hear that children are walking in truth. For years, I would hear that and almost feel overwhelmed. How do I do that? What do I do? Do I read with them? Do I pray with them? Do we do it 2 times a day, 3 times? Is that meals? I just got so overwhelmed, and how do I do that? And then I read this book, and it just made it so simple and such an encouragement for me, and it showed me I have what it takes to be the father that God's called me to. It boils down to 2 secrets. First one is this: for your sons, they desperately need to know, do they have what it takes? And for your daughters, they need to know, am I lovely? You see, that's what's longing at the hearts of both our sons and daughters, is those 2 truths. It's why your son, when he hits a big baseball hit and he brushes the dust off of him at second base, he looks immediately to the bleachers to see, where's mom and dad? Then you lock eyes and you smile big and give a fist pump and you're clapping, and you see his pride and his rise, and you're answering the question in a young boy's heart. You have what it takes. That's why your little girl, when she gets a new dress or gets a new outfit for school or for a dance, it's not enough just to show it to you on the hanger. She's got to put it on, and the living room becomes a little mini walkway, and she wants to show you how she looks. And as you're going on, giving her a big old hug, you're answering the question in a little heart, you are lovely. And I love this book because maybe you're sitting here thinking, is it too late? This book, it gives a great challenge. It says, if you can answer these 2 questions 1,000 times in 1,000 ways over the course of your son or daughter's life, you'll have done your job. And the Beauty Church, it's never too late. So maybe today it's writing a letter to a 26-year-old son saying you have what it takes. Maybe it's on your way home from work, pick up a flower for your 3-year-old girl saying you are lovely. I love because there's freedom in that to do it in various ways of expressions and gifts and in word. Church, I'd love to hear the way you do it. I'll probably steal it and use it on my kiddos. But let us answer those questions, because at the heart, it shows the heart of a father, their heavenly Father who loves them. And that's how we point them towards our Jesus. So church, thank you. Love doing this with you. We'll see you next time.